Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll with us. Welcome to you both. Fernando, let's start with you. You're now the highest placed driver in the championship without a podium. How close are you to a top three finish, do you think?
Oh, very far. Yeah, I don't think we are. I think we are the fifth or sixth quickest team out there. So I think for us to get a podium, we really need a very chaotic race. And yeah, without that, I think by pure performance, I think top 6, top 7, I think is our maximum position. We did achieve that in few races this year, and yeah, I'm happy with the consistency. And yeah, you need to be super lucky to get one podium. I was not so far. I don't expect to be in the remaining races. If it comes, obviously it will be welcome, but I think we need to work on realistic expectations.
Well, Monza was a tough weekend for the team. Do you expect to be more competitive here in Sochi?
Yeah, we think that Monza was one of the worst for us in terms of layout and characteristics of our package. So here it should be a step better. You never know, because yeah, you need to feel comfortable with the car. The setup has to be in the window straight away on Friday. The weather looks a little bit unknown at the moment, or even quite wet on Saturday. So it will be important to have a clean Friday because maybe that's the only dry running you get. So you never know. But yeah, we have more confidence here than Monza for sure.
Fernando, we have had one wet practice session here in the past. Can you remember it? What was visibility like? What was the track like in those conditions?
Yeah, I do remember, and it was not great. I tell you, the visibility was bad. I think it's a very flat track. There are no elevation changes here, so the water stands quite a lot on track. And yeah, I remember 10-1. Being quite difficult, which is not a corner normally, but it was a real corner on wet. So yeah, I mean, for Sunday, finger crossed is not that wet or not rainy too much, because the visibility will be bad, and we don't want to see anything like a Spa for sure.
Can we talk about your battle with your teammate Esteban Ocon now? It's 7-7 in qualifying. How tough a teammate is Esteban?
Yeah, it has been very, very close this year. And well, at the beginning of the year, it was not even close. I was not up to speed for sure. So it was very helpful to have Esteban on top of his game and try to get up to speed with a very fast reference was a good thing for me, and I could. Make my adaptation a little bit shorter thanks to Esteban as well, to have that reference. So he has been a really good environment in the team now, a good atmosphere, and I cannot ask anything more at the moment. And let's try to push together to help Alpine on the Constructors' Championship. It's going to be very tight with Aston, with Alpha Tauri as well. So we need the best of both in every weekend.
Thank you, Fernando. Now, Lance, while we're talking teammates, news broke since Monza that both yourself and Sebastian Vettel are going to stay at Aston Martin next year. How strong do you feel your lineup is at Aston? Tell us a little bit about your strengths, Sebastian's strengths.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's been a great synergy in the team this year. We've really pushed each other throughout the course of the year. He's, a very experienced, knowledgeable teammate. He's been, in World Championship winning teams and in great cars. And I think that having that knowledge in our team has been really helpful. So, I'm looking forward to carrying on.
How does Sebastian compare to people like Felipe Massa, Checo Perez, your previous teammates?
I don't think you can really compare. I mean, at the end of the day, different drivers have different strengths and weaknesses. Every year, the situation is a little bit different. But Seb's been, I think really helpful. Just like I said, bringing knowledge, experience to the team, and like I said, he's been in very competitive cars and World Championship winning environments, and that's great to have on board in our team.
And for you, Lance, what are your objectives for 2022?
To be honest, I haven't thought about that yet. I'm very focused on the rest of this year. There's still a lot of racing to go. And next year, there's a big regulation change where we might see a very different picture in terms of competitiveness relative to the other teams. So we'll find out more at the first test next year, and then from there, we'll have a much better idea of where we are and where everyone else is. I haven't really thought about that yet.
What about this weekend's race here in Sochi? Unfortunately, you got punted out of last year's Grand Prix very early. What idea do you have about the pace of your car around this racetrack?
To be honest, I don't really know. We'll see. The weather looks like it might be interesting this weekend, so I think definitely getting some good running in tomorrow with maybe some interesting weather on Saturday will be very important. And yeah, I mean it's a track I've never been to in the wet, so we'll see how that is. And yeah.
And Lance, please can we get your thoughts on Martin Whitmarsh joining Aston Martin?
Well, I think it's very exciting. Martin has been involved with McLaren for a long time when they were very successful, and I think it's really exciting to have him on board to help grow this team. We've been, bringing a lot of I think very talented people on board over the last few months, and I think Martin's a great addition to this team, and I think everything that's happening now within the team, the new factory that's in the process of being built, and Martin coming on board is all very constructive, and it's all leading towards the goals that we want to achieve in the coming years.
Fernando, I guess it's useful for you to know your opposition, and you worked with Martin Whitmarsh when you were at McLaren back in 2007. What do you think he will give that team?
I think he's great. As Lance said, I think he's a great addition to any team, and for Aston, I'm sure it's going to be a big help. He's very clever, a good leader as well. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's not in our team, but, we have great people as well. And it's good to see Martin and, a lot of guys that they deserve a lot of credit, and now they are back in the sport, so it's the benefit of everyone, in the paddock.
Thank you to both of you. Let's go to our fan question now. Take a listen to this.
I've heard that you have a lot of motorbikes. What is the coolest?
Now, Lance, I know you in particular have a lot of motorbikes, don't you? What is the coolest?
I have a few. I haven't actually had much time this year to get out on my bikes, but I think they're all a little bit different. I have a Harley, which I love to ride on just a relaxed day when the weather's nice. It's you don't need to go fast or anything like that. It's just a fun bike to ride. I have a Ducati as well, which is a little bit more sporty and fun to give it some juice in the corners, and it's just a little hobby of mine.
Do you do any track days with any of those bikes?
I've done a few, but yeah, we're at racetracks enough, so I've done a bit less in recent years.
Thank you. Fernando, do you have any motorbikes at home?
Yeah, I do have also a Harley and a Ducati, actually. But yeah, my biggest experience in motorbike has been in Motegi with Honda on the Honda Day in December when I tried the MotoGP in the track, and with Marquez as well together. So yeah, quite impressive. What motorbike can do.
Did you get your elbow down?
No, a little bit the knee. I didn't want it, but I wanted just to scratch, the thing to prove that I was leaning. But yeah, I was very scared.